So I was in the military for 14 years, joined at 17, went to the first Gulf War, came back with a series of problems, including post-traumatic stress disorder and depression. I had to leave the military in 1996 because of those illnesses. What transpired after that is, at that time, in the dark decade of the 90s, there was very little help for veterans. I didn't even know that this department, Veterans Affairs, existed. It was only through referral from a friend who said, you know what, you should go talk to this department and get help. So I prepared over the next 2.5 years, very difficult bureaucracy to negotiate to get help from. But 2.5 years, submitted a report with 100 pages from 9 different specialists, and I became a client of Veterans Affairs Canada, and basically I'm dependent upon them for financial security and medical care for the rest of my life. I realized that during this process of applying for these benefits it's hard, it's very difficult for injured soldiers to ask for help, because we have to ask for help from the very country that we said we were so strong that we were going to protect. So I wanted to change the system, make it better so that people didn't have to go through what I went through. And that's what I started doing around the year 2000. Basically, after trying to get the system at Veterans Affairs to investigate, were they mixing my treatment issues with my public advocacy to help other less veterans that are less able to help themselves. I came up against a brick wall. They wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't investigate it. They wouldn't respond to me about it. And their curious recommendation at each time is that I needed to go see a psychologist when I was reporting harassment or misuse of private information. So I made a request. December 2007, I put in my privacy request, and what transpired over the past 2 years is basically, 2.5 years, is 14,000 pages of emails that the department has, documents, reports, all on me. This is all on me. Right. All of this is discussions of issues related to me as a client of Veterans Affairs, so it's my personal medical and financial information on these pages. And they contain briefing notes that were supplied to ministers that contained my medical information and gross distortions thereof. So I can only imagine what these people thought when they received the briefing note about Sean Bruyea holding a conference on Parliament Hill. Well, look what his psychiatrist says, look, this person's just greedy. He's just asking for more money. When it wasn't about that, but my credibility was destroyed. The system needs to be fundamentally changed from the bottom up. And these 14,000 pages show just how broken and how morally rotten really the culture is in the way that Canada cares for its injured soldiers. I couldn't believe the sense of betrayal that I was feeling. I couldn't believe that this government could organize such resources to make me, an injured soldier, Canada's enemy.